level tends to follow where our government housing has been located, and that's where we see most of our crime happen, most of our violent crime, as well as most of the medical disparities. There's child maltreatment, child abuse, domestic violence.
If you drill down, you can look at it geographically, so you can see that there are certain areas where you're going to have most of your need. And so what happened was that Casey Family Programs, the Department of Children and Families, and Partnership for Strong Families all got together and identified areas and said these are what we would call hotspots.
The library, they were looking to open a branch in this Northeast community. We shared that we wanted to provide prevention services in the same zip code. We said, why don't we open a center that's very non-stigmatizing, that's very welcoming and non-judgmental, and that doesn't scream when you walk through the door, hi, I'm going in to get help for problems I have.
People in the northeast part of town, they have very limited public transportation. They don't have cars, so having a place that people could get to fairly easily was critical to the success of the project. We were very sensitive to the fact that it needed to be based in the community, and we couldn't just have a place for you to come and apply for services, because if we were going to have to refer people out, they would never get there.
So we had mental health, we had health care, we had early learning folks, we had child welfare people. And we started coming up with ideas for service provision, and then at the same time reaching out to partners in each of those sectors that could provide that service. Everybody that came through the door, we would have them fill out a satisfaction feedback form where there was room on there to say, did you get what you came for and what else would you have liked to have seen? As a result, our programming really started shifting and became very patron-driven.
I definitely think that those long-term services, they are the most beneficial, simply because, you know, when you're building that relationship, that rapport, that's everything. You know, once you have someone on your side that you can trust, you know, a lot of things, you know, like school and going back to school, and they kind of motivate you to continue.
The first thing that people said they needed were programming for their children. That included both after-school type programming, but also places for their children to play and things for their children to do. Connections to resources for things like mental health services and other social services without having to go from one corner of the county to get a referral into another corner of the county to actually get the services.
It is amazing how willing the partners in the community are to provide services. There is no charge ever for a service that we provide. So these may be partners that in their other work, they are charging for this service, but when they're here, they do not.
SWAG already knew that they wanted to bring some sort of resource center to the area, but they didn't have an operating partner yet. And when Partnership stepped up and agreed to be that operating partner, the SWAG Family Resource Center really took shape.
But where do we make the right choices and good decisions at? Is it only while we're here at SWAG? Where else do
we have members of the community that are here as volunteers on a daily basis, and those members of the community have really helped set the tone of what happens in the SWAG Family Resource Center. They very much have helped us make sure that we're engaging the community in a respectful and helpful way. We know because of the success of the Resource Center that place-based services work. They help decrease child abuse and they help increase resources. So that model has given us the credibility and the courage to go after other things. It's SWAG.
Any time that you can help a family before things get too bad and that child is at risk, at great risk, it is better not only for the child, first of all, but for that family and for their neighborhood and then for their community. And so I think there's a ripple effect.
I was out of work for about 3 or 4 months already. They would sit down with me and offer resume building skills. Depend on whatever the job was to make sure that that resume fit that particular job, to really push that for you. So they were very hands-on with me. When you don't have a job for a while, you feel useless. You feel like you're not even providing anything for your kids. And every day, you know, my daughter will look at me and say, "Mommy, it's okay. You're gonna get it today and give it here. Here's a good luck kiss." People are normally by numbers. Whether you're social services, you're a number. Whether it's your social security number or whether it's their ID number, insurance companies, doesn't matter. But when you come to somewhere like this, you're not a number, you're that individual.
I recently had children at that stage, but I didn't really know much about parenting and children and education like that. She referred me to Early Step for one of my children that, you know, I was telling her I had some concerns about. And, you know, I had financial literacy workshop and parenting workshop that they had. It's a one-stop shop, you know, and so it's nothing like it. I love it, yeah. And in the future, I want my children to grow up in that same thing.
Every community is different. Their needs are different. The fact that we can access funding without a lot of rules around it that tell us exactly what that service provision needs to look like has made all the difference.
I think collaboration has just been critical. I can't stress enough how important it is to have the entire community or broad spectrums of the community be engaged in the child welfare system.
All want the same thing. We want our children to be healthy and safe. We want to be able to live in a community that is safe and has a quality of life.